And NDTV's Radhika Iyer is at Ground Zero in Buckingham Palace. She sent us this report.
Candles have been burning here all night just outside Buckingham Palace, and you can see floral tributes already have begun to pour in. As many put it out, it is an outpour of grief with the United Kingdom going into national mourning. I'm showing you some messages that have been put out here. Health in heaven, you rule forever, says one such poster. There's another which says, to the Queen and her family, sorry for the loss of your mummy and your grandma. Some kids, looks like, were here last night to leave some toys, some teddies, soft toys. Some have left their favorite football t-shirts, flowers, several greetings for the Queen, showing the affection that the people of Britain had for the Queen. She has reigned for 70 years, so many generations, many people here in Britain perhaps don't know of another monarch in their lifetime, because she's ruled for 70 years. She's reigned for 70 years. King Charles, as he's called now, King Charles III, is today likely to sign off on the final funeral plans just here at Buckingham Palace, where he will reach today with his wife Camilla. The Queen's coffin is expected to travel from Balmoral by road to reach Holyrood Palace, her residence in Edinburgh in Scotland's capital. It will be lying at rest there. Lying at rest, not lying at state, because the state ceremony is happening at Westminster Abbey here in London. So it will be lying at rest before it is then taken to St Giles Cathedral, one of the oldest churches in Scotland, where again the Archbishop of the oldest church of England is going to be there. He's the oldest clergyman, and he's going to be there offering his prayers. So a lot of ceremonial plans being made out for the next 10 days. The national mourning begins officially from today. We know that there are likely to be some bank holidays. This is unprecedented, so the royal family is taking their time to plan this funeral, but it's expected to be as grand as the Queen's reign itself has been, full of achievements, full of several momentous occasions during her time as the Queen of England, of Britain, as well as 14 other nations. At Westminster Abbey, in 10 days' time, we expect that the funeral will take place while she's lying at the state ceremony. A lot of world leaders are expected to be there to pay their last respects. Today, a lot of ceremonial events are planned. Gun salutes at Tower Hill, at Hyde Park. There's also going to be the bells ringing at St Giles Cathedral, at St Paul's Cathedral here in London, some of the oldest churches and the biggest churches in the nation. World over, we have seen tributes, and especially the one from Prime Minister Mr Modi, also recalling one such personal incident of him meeting the Queen and what she shared with him during that time. A lot of people, a lot of world icons seem to have those personal moments with the Queen which they want to cherish. The Queen was particularly known to be very friendly to India. She visited India 3 times in her reign for the last 70 years, and during these 3 times, we could see the kind of exchange of engagement and culture we saw between the Queen and the India diaspora, both here in London, in England, as well as there in India. Given all of these factors, there's going to be understandable sort of grief, and many say that Britain will be a very different Britain without Queen Elizabeth II. Radhika Iyer from the Buckingham Palace in London, NDTV.